Hey guys, it's Crystal Lee Moore-Lucier here, also known as your Home Sweet Home 519 Realtor, Crystal Lee Moore, and this is Realtor Life, our 30-day challenge, and today we are already at day 27, which is so crazy, but day 27, here it is, and we are on a 2-day lag on our pivot year. So as a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we are going through the pivot year. It is a book by Brianna Wiest, and it's 365 days to become the person you truly want to be. And for day 25, I hope you learn to live in a way that makes you glad to be alive. Not glad for your elevator speech, your accolades, or what you believe the world sees you as. Not where you are, glad for all that you might do one day, but the beauty with which you experience the smallest and most unassuming of things. I hope you learn to live in a way that makes you excited for the day ahead, for whatever it is you are meant to do with this period of time, with this corner of the world, with this one body and life that is yours. I hope you learn to experience living instead of just imagining how your life is seen. I hope you learn to feel it with everything inside you, and I hope you learn to be alive. So very cool. Today's podcast is actually really interesting. So the one that we chose, and I say we, it is a general we, because I'm the one choosing them. But really cool. So this is the 14 daily habits that changed my life and can change yours too. And it's a woman named Pernilla, and her podcast is called Challenge Your Norm. So this is just, she literally just did this last week. And the 14 habits are pretty cool. There are, basically, like, she talks about things that we know about, but visualization, doing something that's uncomfortable, reading or listening to a podcast, which is kind of like what we're doing. But reading, she thinks you should actually read a physical book, try to do affirmations, which we do, quit late night snacking, which is an interesting one. We haven't actually addressed anything to do with that. I'm on another challenge where we're not doing any late night snacking, and my sleep is better, which makes me happy. She also talks about being really intentional on gratitudes and making sure that you get outside. And I know the whole point of this was to get outside. I am kind of just wrapping up, fighting a cold. So I've been doing indoor exercise, but I do agree, if you can, to do the outside thing. And there's a really cool morning challenge by Gary Brecka. So my husband sent this to me, and it really, it leans into getting sunlight first thing in the morning. Now I have revamped the sunlight and I have a red light lamp. So I'm drinking the water, but I have the sunlight lamp next to me because I don't want to get more sick by going outside. But for anyone who is not in a subarctic climate, it is a very good idea to go outside and get some sunlight. The other thing I wanted to say, so I actually had a really cool thing today. I went and I visited my dad to celebrate my birthday. So my birthday was a few days ago, and I've been really lucky to celebrate with almost my whole family over the last few weeks. And on the way back, I was going to kind of launch right into doing some work or listening to an audio book or a podcast. And all of a sudden, I had to stop at a store, and on the radio at the store, there was a really cool song, and I'm like, ooh, this makes me feel good. So I used my Google song search, and it was not The Power of Love, sorry, Do You Believe in Love by Huey Lewis and the News. But it was just such a feel-good song, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I played it in the car, and then you can do a thing when you look for a song. It'll just kind of create a song radio. And I had, for about 45 minutes, I was just rocking out to amazing music, and I felt so good. I also, oddly enough, my dad and I always laugh together. Actually, I laugh together with so many people, and it makes me so happy. So if you can laugh with people, I know Ed Milet said it's important, but it is important. I think everyone should do it. But I would like to share with you guys the joke that we were laughing at Basically, this man's walking down the street. He notices a fence and he can hear some noise behind the fence. And as he gets closer, he hears 13, 13, 13. And he's like, what is going on? There's a hole in the fence. So he kind of peers through the hole and he gets poked in the eye with a stick. And he's like, oh my gosh. And then he hears 14, 14, 14. And that just had me laughing, and I wanted to share with all of you. And I also wanted to share that if ever, so my dad had this really cool thing. I was concerned about the air in my tires tonight, and I had to stop at the side, like at a gas station in this, like, bless all of the gas stations for having air pumps, but it is always so, like, it's never in like a great location. So I always feel a little bit like, could I be hit by a car? Could I not? I don't know. But my dad has this really cool thing. I'm about to buy one. It is a box that you buy. It charges. It has an air pump in it. It checks the pressure of your tires. It raises them to where they're supposed to be. And there's also jumper cables in it. So he bought one like by CAT, like CAT, the company. It's the coolest thing ever, and I will definitely be getting one, and my husband will be getting one, because like, what a better thing. Like, before you leave, check your tires, pump them up. You don't have to worry. It was like magic. So just wanted to share that. Very cool stuff. And if you can get out there, listen to music that makes you happy, sing at the top of your lungs in your car, and laugh if you can. So day 27, only a couple more days, guys. We have 28, 29, and 30, and then that's the end of our challenge. So I will leave you there, but definitely take a listen to this podcast. There is a challenge you can join that she does, if you're interested. But yeah, really cool. Thanks for being here, guys. Talk to you soon.